Okay, hello there. I am Papa1 and this is AOS Virtual Pro Wrestler 2, and we're on show AA, and coming up next will be the Faction of 3 team qualifier. So before we get started with that match, I want to talk about the previous match. So as you can already see, Kiji Moho, or better known as G Muda, he was able to win and he ended up getting 3 eliminations. So even if he loses in his title challenge by using the Fight for Gold title, he could come back to the Fight for Gold championship again at show 9A if he doesn't become champion. As you see right here, DD4 Blaze failed to win, so he's going to have to start from the bottom once again. But the main reason he's going to have to do that is because the first person who was eliminated in this match was Mossman, and he was eliminated by G Muda, but for whatever reason, he kept on attacking DD4 Blaze. Like, he attacked all of them, tripped them up in the ring a lot of times, but his main goal was to attack DD4 Blaze. At one point in time, he did kind of help them out because he attacked, I think it was Shigo, and he tripped him up, which kept them from double teaming DD4 Blaze. But the reason I say he attacked him up because, one, you could probably count how many times he tripped him up, and it's probably well over 10 times. But the worst one was DD4 Blaze had his super meter, right? He was his finisher on Shigo, and this is what Mossman did. Because Mossman first he tripped up G Muda, so G Muda and Shigo, they're both like, in a dazed situation when they're stunned and like you can easily attack them. He tripped DD4 Blaze like 3 or 4 times in a row, and then the last time he tripped him, instead of like tripping him because D4 Blaze has turned towards him, he pulls him out the ring, and D4 Blaze loses his super meter, and then they fight on the outside, and then D4 Blaze knocks him down. He's getting ready to get back in the ring, but Mossman attacks him again, allowing G Muda to pick up his second victory in the ring. And then Mossman, as soon as Shigo is eliminated, then all of a sudden DD4 Blaze doesn't exist. He ceases to exist in that AI's mind, which allows D4 Blaze to get back in the ring. But, G Muda's already got the momentum on his side. So, like, basically, he just finished off DD4 Blaze a little bit later on the outside of the ring, actually. He knocked him to the outside, and he had his super meter. And I believe he hit him with a not backbreaker, but he hit him with an arm bar from taking his back. So he hit him with that jumping arm bar when you take your opponent's back. And then he didn't get the tap out with it because his arm wasn't that damaged. But then on top of that, after he did that, because D4 Blaze was still like holding his arm, or whatever, laying on the ground holding his arm, he pinned him and got the 3 count, and that's how it ended. So I decided to reward DD4 Blaze by not putting him in the 5th spot chance match for the Absolute Division, but instead in the 3rd and final video of show 8A, him and Mossman will be the first match of the 5th spot chance qualifier for the 3rd one for the Absolute Division. So they're going to be facing off each other. So that's how he's going to get his damn revenge on his way to trying to get back into the Absolute Division. Cause that was an asshole thing to do, man. It was so fucking bad. I was like, son of a bitch. Anyway, yeah, we took about 4 minutes. That's not too bad. So anyway, we have the Faction of 3 team qualifier, and that was seeing my team of Mitch the Russian, Dave Monster, and Crazy Fred taking on Jun Akiyama, Kenta, and Masawa. So let's go and set up that match. Yeah, so that's what happened, man. That was horrible. But it is what it is with all of that. Can't do nothing about it. It's the recording that happened. I try to be unbiased, but it was just so fucked up that. And the thing is, it has all thing to do with whoever was the person who decided to put that with creating this fucking game. That and pulling people pull people from underneath the ring to eliminate them in a fucking battle royale situation where you're supposed to get knocked over the top rope, but in the case of the THQ AKI games, it's whenever you leave the ring, you're eliminated, you know, in that situation. So let me make sure that these three are, because they can be anywhere on here, you know, because this not involved in one of the divisions, so we don't have to worry about that. So, oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Making sure we got everything set for these guys. Yeah, I gotta do this from now on to make sure that stuff is still on there. Okay, so we can basically get started. And where are we supposed to be? Oh yeah, supposed to be in, no, regular Tokyo Dome. Yeah, that's where show A's are at. So show A's are at the regular Tokyo Dome. Show B's are at here, the dojo. Show C is right here at the AKI arena, and pay-per-views are here for the in the stadium. And then you know, this version of the Tokyo Dome that has the ramp, that's for the Fight for Gold Championship, along with all of the matches for the Absolute Division. All the matches for the Absolute Division will take place at this version of Tokyo Dome that has a ramp. So right here is where we're going to be having, and I forgot to put in the right thing, didn't I? Yep, because it's supposed to be this. Alright, so let's go here, and then we have him, and at the top, him. So this is supposed to be 5. Yeah, this is supposed to be 5 minutes. Pinfall, all that is turned on. Time decision should be turned on. This should be that, and this should be lumberjack. Yeah. And just to make sure that I'm doing everything right. This is for you can see the rules in English, but also if I can make sure that I'm doing stuff correctly. So we got lumberjack 5 minutes, pinfall and TKO are both turned on. Blood stoppage is turned on. We got give up is turned on, rope break is turned off, and it's time decision. And on here it seems that all that is correct. We got 5 minutes. This is lumberjack, that pinfall and TKO are both turned on. Time decision is turned on. And we have blood stoppage on, rope break is turned off, interference is turned off, and give up is turned on, and we can get started. As soon as I make sure it's on the hardest difficulty, then I press start, and press A, and then we can get started. So all 5, if there's possible 5 matches, they'll all be on this one video. Yeah, so we can just go straight to the ring and just start the match, because we don't get to see nothing for the qualifiers at all. We just go straight into the matches when it comes to qualifiers, because they're just tournaments and stuff like that, you know, the leagues and stuff like that. Then you can see their stuff with the other people who are the you know, either the #1 contender or the other thing. Yeah, so we're gonna have a ton of stuff going on, but like, it's gonna be hard as hell for DD4 Blaze to become the 5th spot for the Absolute Division because of one thing: my new characters, man. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to take out some of these characters, because in the Absolute Division, we're probably gonna have, if not all 4, at least 3 of the characters that I just created, who all happen to be super heavyweights. I'm talking about final. No, it's only gonna be probably about 3 of them. Yeah, because what's the name is a part of that tag team. The brute mayhem. He's part of that tag team with the Muscle Panic. Yeah, so he's not gonna be able to be a part of that. But the other ones are definitely gonna be on there. Yeah, but right now, what you see for the first time is Crazy Fred in action. Better known as Freddy. I ain't want to call him Freddy and have his with the Y because that's, you know, Freddy Krueger. So I gave him with the you know, with the IE. Yeah. So you're gonna be seeing me create more and more characters and stuff like that. Right now we got 26 characters created. By the time we get done with all of this, we should have, you know, by the time we're done, by the time I get done with show, by the time we get to show 9A, I'll probably have made like at least 8 more characters. That's my limit. I'm gonna try to make 8 more characters and stuff like that. And then show 10, I'll probably do another 16 or 8 or something like that. Probably have possibly everybody created on here, but I'll probably like show what? We probably have the whole entire 72 characters created on here by show 15 or something. I don't know. Yeah, but this ain't no easy match, man. Jun Akiyama, freaking Kenta, and freaking Masawa, they are not easy opponents, you know? Alright, there goes some blood right there. If you bleed him again, he's gonna get the freaking blood stoppage. So, Akiyama gotta be worried about that. And I just use, it's under tattoo, but it's basically just a giant scar or whatever on his chest or whatever like that, down the middle of his chest. I got the other person who got the scars on their body is on Rex, and he got those multiple scars that's all over his body. He's a new boxer I created. He's gonna be part of the I think he's part of the 4th qualifier for the what's that shit called again? God damn it, for the KO division, because I put all the boxers in there with a lot of the other new strikers I created. Yeah. I may put Yokozuna in the freaking MMA division. I'm trying to decide should he go in MMA or the Absolute division. Yeah. Cause I may put what's that other character's name? Damn, try to think of his name. I may put, oh yeah, Tsunami. I may put him in the PW division. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put everybody at the moment. Or where I may want to put them and stuff like that. Because I think final is definitely going to probably go into the, which division is that again? The Absolute division, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably have like, because I got, even if these 7 characters win these 2 team qualifiers for the faction of 3 and the Kabaz, I still got what, another 19 characters that I gotta put in simulations, and I already got at least half of the characters going somewhere, because these 7, then we got 11 more characters who already got a place to go, because those are all the strikers that I put, and there was 11 of them, and they all went to the what did I put them in again? Oh yeah, I put all of them in the KO division. Yeah, keep on forgetting that. They are part of the KO division. So that would make 18, which will still leave us with 8 characters that need to go somewhere and have something done. But we actually got 20 characters. We already somewhere to go because I already told you that I'm putting. I just said it not too long ago. Brute, Mayhem, and the Muscle Panic. They are going to be a tag team for the double team division, so that makes 20. That I'll possibly have something to go for. Then the last 6, they need somewhere to go. And I already decided I'm putting the Blur Speed, or whatever, he's going into the grappling division. And then probably going to the MMA division is the amazing one, Jake Shock. Yeah, I may put him into the MMA division. I'm not sure who's gonna win, but it looked like he did dominate this match, though. At least in my opinion. Crazy Fred, you know, Jun Akiyama, he did do some damage, so it could possibly go his way. But I feel that, you know, he has done the most in this match. Yep, he won. Alright, so is Crazy Fred taking on Kenta. See who's gonna win this. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out all that, and like, even though we don't gotta worry about that till after the Cabana's team qualifier, I still want to think about it, you know, because I already got everything decided for what's gonna happen for, you know, how many for this and that with the, you know, that thing I started doing with the figuring out how many people are going to be in this and that qualifier. I already got all that done and stuff. So I was just figuring out which characters I can use for qualifiers, like which characters are left. And like one of the main ways I do that is now I just go through the list and see by looking on the game, also seeing if any characters are being used or, you know, ranked or something like that. Any character is already part of something, I know I can't use them, and that's how we quickly decipher all that other stuff. Also, it kind of helps that I already know where my characters are going to be going, so that's the main thing I need to know is where my characters are going to go and not to put them in multiple places. Yeah. We're gonna find out who. Well, we ain't gonna really get to find out who's the best striker between my characters and stuff like that because they ain't going into title matches for the KO. They're going into the qualifier, which is only 2-3 minute rounds. You know, so that's only 6 minutes they got. But and they only got to get 3 knockdowns, so that ain't that much. You know. There's a ton of characters who get that in like, you know, 1 round anyway, 3 knockdowns in 1 round anyway. So how do you like the characters so far? This is one of the newer characters because I wanted to make bigger characters for a while now. You know, the biggest character that I had created was PKO. Boom ain't that really that big of a giant of a character anyway. So. think to give him for a finisher because he's the tallest character I created and probably gonna continue to be the tallest character I ever create because he's 245 centimeters tall. That's well over 8 feet. You know? And I gave him this brain buster. You know? Somebody that tall doing a brain buster to you is gonna definitely take you out. Along with him doing that X kick that you saw him use earlier in the other match. But, you know, Kenta and the rest of these guys, they ain't gonna be put down that easy by anybody. But so far, it looks like they only gonna need freaking Crazy Fred to take out these 3 characters, you know? And that does, as I said earlier, their front running grapple, all theirs do KO damage. So that jumping, swinging DDT that he just did, that running grapple, that does KO damage for this character. So be watching out for that. I try to do my best with, you know, I try to always make sure the characters, I design them to make sure like at least their move set and all that is great, along with the AI settings and stuff like that. But as far as their name and outfit, that is always the most criticized thing you can say about me. But other than that, gameplay wise, with like their move sets and like how they fight and stuff like that, that's always gonna be top tier when I design it. You know, other stuff you can criticize, you know, their name, how they're this and that, but like I always try my most to make sure that their AI ability along with their movesets and stuff like that is always good. He ain't gonna survive another brainbuster DDT. I don't think so. Yeah. Especially when, you know, just like the previous match, except for the previous match was a little bit more competitive, I believe. This one, it seemed like it was kind of one-sided. Oh shit! And he's, you know, doing the knockdown thing, the twitch and stuff. Yeah, that's definitely. He didn't even need his teammates so far. Another thing to know is that when he does the back counter reversal, the low blow kick, when you kick backwards and you low blow them when they behind you, his does bleed. You know, it'll make them bleed or whatever like that. Cause like he's like eruptions when your balls or something, like that'll make you bleed internally or whatever like that, or make you want to cough up blood, I guess. There's no other science behind that. I know it make you piss blood or whatever like that, but like, that's what that's doing. Alright, here come Masawa, who has to get 3 freaking, he gotta win 3 matches in a row, man. We're gonna see if he's able to do it. Let's go straight to the start of this match. Will he be able to do this? Now, as I said before, I always test out all my characters against, you know, Kiyoshi and Shiro, who are the inaugural champions and who were champions for a very long time. They were some of the most dominant champions for the MMA division and for the Absolute division. So all characters get the AIs tested out against those characters to see if they're like match ready. So even though they haven't officially been a part of AOS Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, I have tested them out the same way I have tested out the other characters. So that much you could say has been done for them, you know. I ain't just throw them in here like, let's see if they can probably win. No. I think I did used to do that back at like show A or whatever. Show 1A, I should say. stuff like that with those shows and all that stuff. But I think even then I was like, I'll test out the characters and stuff like that. I don't think I ain't really start seriously testing out characters prior to like show 5A or show 6A or something like that. Probably was show 6A. Could possibly been 5A, but I believe it was probably show 6A. Yeah, it had to be show 6A because I have already uploaded stuff from show 5. Not uploaded stuff from show 5A, but like I didn't have nothing on the phone from that thing like that. So it probably was show 6A where I started taking it a little bit more serious, and then I got even better with it come this previous, show 7A or show 7B, yeah. That's why I got start perfecting it, especially because I started making more characters and stuff like that. Yeah. Went for that drop. I mean, he should went for the headbutt that time, but he should went for that drop kick. I was going to say he should have went for that drop kick. It worked. Only not go for some of that work. Now I believe that elbow strike does KO damage. The main reason I made him do KO damage with the elbow smash is because his size or whatever like that. And like it reminds me of like a Deontay Wilder punch or something like that, where you reach all the way back and you just club and shot, from somebody who's basically gigantic and stuff like that. I believe Deontay Wilder is like what, 6'7", and I think Tyson Fury is 2 inches taller than him at like 6'9" or whatever like that. Yeah, I believe Deontay Wilder. Everybody's saying like he's through now that he has his first loss. That motherfucker had how many fights did he win in a row before he finally took a loss? I think that was his 40th fight or 41st fight. Anyway, he had only 2 fights that he didn't win. 2 of his wins are not by KO, while the rest are by KO and stuff like that. Oh, this is probably over. I believe he hit that brain buster before he really hit that. Damn, he got the kick out anyway. Did he hit the brain buster first? I haven't really been paying too much attention to it. I was talking about something. We had 28 minutes, coming up on 28 minutes. And damn, we really did only need this one video. Come on, now, Masao, come on. Damn it, I ain't make the characters that good where y'all can't make a comeback against them. I'm gonna probably do the combatants a little bit later. Because after we get done with this, I'm gonna have to finish doing some more of my workout. And I gotta make a phone call. So I'll probably be a half an hour with the phone call. It's an important phone call. Not necessarily business, but it does involve money. Yeah. There you go. I know I'm rooting against my creator wrestler, but I just don't know what it is. These are 3 top characters on this game, and I don't want it to be them getting dominated by just one damn character, even though it's impressive by the one character who is doing it. But like, make them earn this win for the Faction 3 qualifier, team qualifier. Make them earn it, because they don't seem like they're earning it when one guy is just doing this. Like, I think they may end up becoming the new Faction 3, because the chances of Masawa making this comeback and taking out all 3 of them, first he got to win by pinfall submission or TKO, because I don't believe he's going to get the time decision victory. That was just damn near 3.5 minutes of straight up domination by Crazy Fred. So like he needs to really do something, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. Most he can do is probably do what I think Akira Meda didn't get pinfall or submitted either. I don't think he lost by pinfall. Yeah, I think it went to the time decision with that match. That's the most he can do is not get, not get pinned or submitted or TKO'd. And TKO could be either by, the regular way or by double blood stoppage. But double blood stoppage don't look like it's gonna happen, making him bleed twice, I should say. Ooh, a clean sweep. Yeah, so you got real contenders for the faction of 3, man. So far, the first person for the team has showed you what he's all about. And I would show you in a match just to show you freaking, what's the other 2 characters? Dave Monster and the Russian, which is, Mitch. To show you Dave and Mitch real quick, but like I think it would be better to show you them if the team that they're gonna have to face, which is the inaugural Faction 3 champions, if they're able to be tested by them. Because so far that wasn't easy per se, but that wasn't that difficult for them. And I forgot to, you know what? Yeah. I gotta do something right quick. That's on me, man. That's definitely on me. That's all my fault. That's my bad. I ain't screenshot it. I don't think I'm gonna have enough space on here to do that. So. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do this right quick. Oh, son of a bitch. I always forget to do that. Man.
Draw game.
What the hell? Oh, cool. I didn't have to do none of the matches. Let me do it once the hands go back up again. Yeah, there you go. I thought it was, I forgot I could press skip and stuff like that. Yeah. So anyway, you're gonna have to wait to see those 2 in action. Yeah. Congrats to their team though. They are gonna be part of the #1 contenders match for the faction of 3. Yeah, and they're gonna be taking on the inaugural champs, which I do believe is the team of Magnum Tokyo and Dr. Wagner Jr. and the third guy, the anchor, I believe is Mel Mascaras. Yeah, him. Anyway, we're gonna have to go on here and we gotta go to this. Oh crap, that was the wrong thing. That's the boxing thing or whatever like that, but that wasn't what I was trying to do right quick. Yeah, so we gotta go in here right quick. Finna end the video in a second. I gotta go on here and I gotta put those characters on the game, and I'll just show you how I go about doing the, saving characters from off the thing for that can be used for the next matchup. So let's see. Oh wait, I just supposed to go in here. There, all three of those guys should be on the slot 1. So let's see, slot 1, load, and these are called the Yakuza 4. So that's why I call this team Yakuza 4. So this is their leader, Oni, means demon. Lion, here goes Spider, and here goes the last one, Dragon. Now these three have on masks, and I was trying to make sure that the mask like looked like they was wearing a mask or whatever like that. So it's the closest I can think of to make it look like each of them were wearing masks that represent the creature they are. You know, like Spider, his mask. I try to make it look like a spider. The dragon one, couldn't really find nothing to make one for a dragon, you know. But Lions, his only looks like his because, you know, tiger mask and stuff like that. You can interpret that as a lion or a tiger, or whatever you want to call it. That's the default mask for tiger mask or whatever like that. Because we go right here. Where's that? See, that's his default. It can be passed as a lion or a tiger, you know, the jaw line and stuff like that. But anyway, let's make sure these guys have their stuff set over here, because sometimes when it's sitting over there, it don't have everything. You know, it has, you'll see the character on there, but it won't give them their moves and shit. That's happened to me before. As I explained with the title match for the combatants. I have all 4 of the team that was the champions at that time mask stuff. Hopefully you get to see all 4 of these guys in action. Alright, so we got all that done. Let me make this into slot 0 and then we can get off this. Alright, so we're done with that. Let's go on to here, I guess, now. So, coming up next will be the combatants team qualifier to see who will take on the former champs of my other team of 4 craft wrestlers or whatever, creator wrestlers, which is, you know, PKO, Switch Kick, Champ, and Riot. So who's gonna face off with them? Now that's a team that could really like give you a run for your money. That's a team that could give you a run for your money. That team. I may need to fix some things about them right quick. That's what I maybe end up doing. I'm gonna end up testing those characters out, because coming up they're gonna have to be, each and every one of them gonna have to be on point when it comes to taking on the Yakuza 4. I'm not saying Yakuza going forward is gonna win the competitive team qualifier, because it can go either way. But you know, the Yakuza 4 is anything like the team you just saw with the Faction 3. You can see them going to #1 contenders match against those 4. And that, if that happens, that's going to be one hell of a match. And I want the freaking, you know, my characters to be, you know, definitely up there against them. But I don't think I need to change nothing about them, so I probably am going to just leave them alone. The characters, the 4 former champs that are my creator wrestlers, I think I'm just going to leave them alone. All because Didi, what's his name? Devastation. I keep on calling Devastation DD4 Blaze. Devastation was only able to get that win as quickly as he did against Riot because of 2 things. I believe 1, he was bleeding, and I believe 2, he already been through 2 matches because his team was down 3-1. And you know, once you've been through like 1 or 2 matches, like your ability to build meter quicker, you know, happens. And like he was able to get that armbar, I believe, in under a minute or just over a minute. It was a quick armbar finish. So like that's what happened with that matchup. So that's what they have to look forward to. So it wasn't like they got destroyed or anything like that. In that final match, they were up 3-1, which was the second match. It only took 2 matches for them to, which means the team that challenged them, the inaugural champions, when they challenged them to try and win back their belts, they beat them in consecutive matches. So it only took 2 matches for that to happen. Anyway, hope you enjoy. And to the next one later. And yeah, I will be probably do recaps of what happened in the previous matches before I start the newest ones. But I probably won't do that again. You know, because it's pretty detailed. And like if you don't know what happened in the last match, it means you didn't watch it or whatever like that. And that's not my problem. So I'm not going to be doing recaps before I start the new match. No more. But again, congrats to that team. And like I accidentally put the team in the wrong order. You see it right here, it's in the wrong order. It got the order that their names are when you find them on the game for the slot number 2. That's their order on the game, because I believe he's number 5. He's number he's number 4, that's number 5, that's number 6. When it's really supposed to be Freddie in the front, then Dave Monster, who's not in the wrong spot because he was in the middle regardless. But Mitch and Freddie, their names supposed to be in opposite spots, but like it is what it is with all of that, you know. So yeah, until the next one later. Hope you enjoy. Hope you're staying safe and enjoy your life. Until the next one, peace.